Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone and we'll start at the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
44, ready.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Go ahead.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Ready. Out.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. In motion comes the tight end left. Tua on fourth down. And he coughed it up. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There is, and for guys on defense, they've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Go ahead.
2nd and 5. Up the middle, Achane. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tua going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
All right, come on.
They'll run. Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders.